Hello and welcome to the TK's Knives and Nonsense show. With me today is Chris,
What's
my
up?
pretty much regular co-host anymore. We are going to be talking about Buck knives today, Buck Custom Shop actually. Going to take you guys through what we would buy on the Buck Custom Shop and just kind of walk through what we would buy on the website and maybe go through a couple of assembles each, maybe a couple each, see what knives that we think we would put together for our next build if we wanted to order. I got a couple of them custom bucks already to show you guys, but we'll get into that in a minute. Maybe just kind of explain what the show is all about. We got some a new feature that we're putting on the show today. We're going to be showing some lovely ladies, just to guys provide you guys some eye candy throughout the show. We thought it would be fun. Both Chris and I we both enjoy trying to create AI images, and so we thought we would have some fun with it and then include them in the show today. So they're just a bunch of different girls with knives, and just come up with some creative ideas for each of the themes and things that you'll see today. So that's all that is. But if you guys have questions about it, just ask. Um, let's go through the roll call real quickly. We don't have that many people in here. Looks like we've got 5 people.
Let's
So
see.
we got Bladen Wells, we got Byron, we got Gunslinger Cal, and we've got Fictional Iceland. Hello, guys. This show is such a hit, Chris. Such a
Yeah, I know,
hit.
right?
We're getting there.
I don't know. It might just be me.
Hey, it's not just you. I just think it's going to take a while to kind of catch on.
We'll get there. Not to mention, we have fun doing it anyway. I mean, we did
Yeah,
spend hours creating AI images the other night, which was a
well,
lot of fun.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's
Oh,
not like it was work, was it?
Alabama Knife and Tool just showed up.
All right, Alabama, how you doing? So yeah, what are you calling this girl here? This is one that Chris made. What was
Yeah.
polka dotted dress here?
I don't know what to call her.
Backyard barbecue girl.
Well, it's like a 50s themed backyard barbecue.
All right.
Except think she's still, I don't think they would, I don't know. They would have had, probably wouldn't showed that much skin back then, would they?
I don't know. It's hard to know.
Um,
Might have been more like the girl in the yellow dress in the back.
Well, I would think her dress would be even longer because didn't they usually have dresses down to the ankles back then?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It was pretty primitive.
Yeah,
But I do like her little bow in her hair. That's nice.
yeah. I made sure to get that right just for you.
Thank you. Appreciate that. But throughout the show, we'll just be changing them. We got a couple of other pictures. We got, I guess, like 17 is all I put in there.
Yeah,
All I see is slip joints. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bet you do. Just the slip joints on the
yeah.
tray, diving in. But yeah. Did you like our astronaut girl for the theme today? Out of this world.
Yeah, we're also trying to teach AI how to get render knives properly.
And
It has a hard time doing that a lot most of the time.
you can tell it's kind of a pistol grip she's got there by the way her hand
Yeah,
moves to the left. Oh well.
and some kind
And
of
then
compound
yeah,
grind.
got a couple people come in. Baxter's Blades, how you doing, Tiger?
Yeah,
And also Kathleen Smith and
yeah.
Titanium Justin. How you doing, guys?
I think he likes titanium.
Does he?
Think so.
Must be.
Educated guess.
Educated guess. All right, so you want to see the next slide just to kind of guys get a hint of what we got coming. We need to do more of this thing where we do a thematic one, like use the same one if we can. Sometimes it gives you a different person though altogether. You don't have any
Yeah,
control
sometimes
over
you can't. Yeah, you can't help that.
it. So, but we have a couple more that are like her basically. Might
Yeah,
be slightly different, but real close.
she might be a little bit crazy though.
She's got a little bit of like BSC in her, doesn't she? A little BSC in her.
Yeah.
Jim Milner, welcome. All right. Well, let's start off by showing. Let's show. Um, doesn't really make any difference, does it? As far as size.
No.
Let's just stick with that one then. Screw it. We'll just go back to that one. Okay. And then I can't get back where I want. That's not what I want. Here we go. There we go.
Yeah.
That works. All right. So let's show. Let's show your custom bucket. Talk a little bit about that one.
Now this is, I guess you could call it a vintage custom bug.
Hmm.
Like I said, this was from, oh, I want to say I was 18, 19 when I
Mm-hmm.
got this, maybe 20. So
Yeah.
that would be, early mid 2000s.
Okay.
Let's
What you
see.
got?
Now the tip is broke off, but nickel silver bolsters, exposed pins, finger grooves, and I'm trying to remember if they just called this stag or if it was, or what they exactly called it. Oh, and a Damascus blade. So, and then let's see which one.
Show
Yeah,
up close with the blade if we can kind of make out the Damascus. It's tough to see like right off the bat, but yeah, you're
yeah, there you go.
in the
And if
middle
you,
there. Yeah, it's a little easier to
I'm
see.
trying to get the, yeah,
Yeah,
see the cut custom.
and they were stamped.
Yeah, they were. I gotta get it rebladed too. I hope I can get it rebladed in something decent, not 420. It's got my initials on it and my birth date, so nobody tries to steal my information. So yeah.
Okay.
So this is a pretty old one, but
Yeah. What year would have been again?
like I said, it's been 2004 to 2006.
Somewhere in there. Okay.
Yeah, because it's been a long time since I
Yeah,
offered
long before I would
Damascus.
ever thought to
Yeah,
look for. But they had the website up by then, and then you ordered it online, huh? Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. That's a
So
cool piece. That is a cool piece.
yeah, so
110 for
get
the win.
yeah. Hopefully I can get it back into them. They'll clean it up a little bit, put a new blade on it. Should be good to go again.
Yeah, he
So
got some
we'll see.
engraving. He put his initials and his birthday on there.
Yeah. So, well, wrong way. And
Thank you,
script
Jim.
lettering too.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that's quality.
Yeah.
That's probably better than they would do today.
Oh yeah. I also like the fact that the stag is not like super thick either. Me, I don't like thick stag.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah, mine's a little thicker than that, I think. So
yeah.
yeah, it kind of changed a little bit.
And they still offer the exposed pins on it that they do not offer now.
And that's just a recent change
Yeah.
from the last year or so.
I wonder if they had issues with a cracking or something.
I don't know. It must have been it, right?
That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. All right. So here's mine, an elk. Got a lot more white to it, as you can
Yeah.
see. That's still beautiful.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's probably the
Um,
only thing I would have changed on mine. Is probably went with the brass.
it's not that much thicker than yours. A little bit, maybe.
Yes, slightly, but it ain't bad.
Not as chunky as some I've seen.
Oh yeah.
Uh, there's that side. Oh, pretty well matches.
I think the exposed pins are better on yours than they are mine. Because mine are inset a little bit
Yeah,
for some
yours.
reason.
Yeah, these are like spun on the outside.
Yeah.
I got mine at a drop point, which
Oh yeah.
again you can't get anymore.
I don't understand that either. Why? I don't know why they did away with the drop point.
And I believe these were S30. Yeah, S30V. So that's something they just don't offer anything of anymore.
No.
No drop point, no S30V. Well, maybe they do in some other um, one of the other knives. I guess I haven't looked at all of the knives,
Yeah.
but I believe they've gone to S35, haven't they?
Uh, S35 and of course
Hmm.
Magna Cut.
Yeah, because I want to say that S35 was what Matt's drop point was, the 112
Yeah.
drop point
Are
on
they
this.
doing some S45 in too?
Maybe.
I don't know. I
I think so. I get confused.
don't keep up with it with
Yeah,
them.
I know they offer the Magna Cut. That's what I would get. So,
Yeah.
and there's your
Just
112, same configuration except, of course, the blade.
yeah.
But you get a little more brown on this one,
Yep.
side to side. Bolsters need a little bit of polishing, but again, not super thick, but thicker than normal handle for sure.
Yeah.
And this one's just a clip point. Again, S30V. Just want to double check. I'm right. Yeah, there's 30V. Now this was
Tony asked.
before. Yeah.
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 Tony asked if that was a gift from my parents, but no, it wasn't. I ordered it myself.
Oh, okay. These I gifted myself for Christmas. Each of the first 2 years I was collecting. 21 and 22, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Baxter said they have S45, but it's not in the custom shop, or he
Okay.
hasn't seen it in the
It's
custom shop.
like the one of the web special things or web
Yeah.
exclusive things. Yeah. All right, and here's my third one, the latest one. I've only got 3 custom shops. The others are, like I've got some special ones, but they aren't custom builds. They're like stealth drops and other ones that they've done that were limited releases and stuff. But this one's an oak with the finger grooves.
That oak looks pretty good. Better than I thought it would look.
Yeah. Nickel silver bolsters on this one, so
Yeah.
not your brass. And of course the Magna Cut blade. This is my latest one. This was for last Christmas, basically.
Yeah, I
Actually, it
think I
was more.
remember when you. Yeah, I remember when you
Yeah, it's
got
closer
that.
to my birthday actually, which is in January.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just called it my birthday knife at that point. But yeah, really nice oak. That's a nice option.
Yeah.
But really, you can't go wrong with any of the woods that I've seen them do because desert ironwood looks great. The cherry looks great. The walnut looks great.
Yeah.
I've not seen any of their wood handles not, be really attractive.
Because
And
that would be sad if you paid the money for a custom shop buck and you got like just some plain looking handle material.
yeah, but yeah, that's a nice one.
I like it.
Yep. So there's my 3 customs, and we saw the Chris's. But I thought we just kind of go into the shop and and you know just do like a custom build here on live. So let me get that screen pulled up here that we can see it better. All right, Chris, why don't you go first? What knife do you want to build?
Well, let's go to buck 110 again because that's kind of my next actual knife I want.
Okay, so here we are at the 110.
Yeah.
All right, we'll click on that.
Okay, we can get rid of that 420 and go straight for the Magna Cut.
Oh, straight to the Magna Cut.
Straight
Okay,
to the
that's
Magna Cut.
a $50 extra item. All right.
Yep. Let's see. We keep the bolsters brass.
We'll keep them brass. Okay. And then the
Let's
accent.
see. Let's see what we got. Okay, we're gonna need the rivets and the finger grooves probably.
Gonna need them both, huh? All right.
Yeah.
Roger that. And then what?
Then handle material. Let's see what we got. 'Cause I think I know what I want, but I might choose otherwise. Go over to yeah. Go over to water buffalo.
Water buffalo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Buffalo horn.
Yep.
All right,
I
and we
wouldn't do
got
any engraving.
what kind of sheath do you want?
The brown distressed leather.
All right, that's a $10 upcharge.
Yep.
A water buffalo was a $47 upcharge.
Yep.
No engraving.
Nope.
And now you're at $217 with free shipping. So
Yep. That's the one up.
110
Yep.
brass with pins, or excuse me, rivets. Magna cut blade with the satin finish and the beautiful saber style grind with the hollow grind on it. Clip point blade, distressed leather sheath, and yeah, you're sticking with the brass with the water
Yep.
buffalo. Interesting. Okay. I've never seen the buffalo come out of the custom shop, so it'd be interesting to see what that looks like up close.
Yeah. That's one I've built many times,
Hmm.
and I have thought about since a friend of ours got desert ironwood. I have looked at that before as well. But I think I'm still going to go with the water buffalo for the first one or the next one.
Okay. Um. Yeah, that's a interesting choice. I don't know that
Yep.
I'd go with the buffalo just because I'd be a little bit concerned about it being too plain. You might not get any kind of like change in color there. That would be my worry, you know.
Well, see, I guess I'm just kind of I like the classic look.
Hmm.
So if it's solid black, I'm perfectly okay with
Right.
that. Because
So,
if the ebony, if I
mhm,
knew the ebony they had was solid black, like
yeah,
the traditional ebony was, I would go with that.
yeah. It is a beautiful water buffalo. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably tasty too.
There's a farm over here that makes water buffalo ice cream. He says.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Baxter
neat.
likes the oak. He says that's a classic look 112 oak brass.
Yeah.
Custom. Yep. I need to clean mine up a little bit. But
Man,
yeah,
somebody asked earlier if you use flits.
I didn't get onto that particular one yet. I've shined the other two up and then didn't have time for the third one. I'll get to it. Why is this being a pain? Come on now. There we go. But how shiny would the water buffalo be? Well,
Depends how much they buffed it.
yeah. How
Because
much
you can get it
polish?
pretty shiny.
Yeah. I've got some feathering in my 112 buffalo. Hard to see unless it's in the light. Yeah, that's kind of what I
Yeah.
was thinking. That would be my concern.
Yeah. But with
Whether or
me,
not having.
it don't matter. If it has it, it has it. If it don't, it don't.
Yeah. All right, let's get in my build here. This is probably going to be my next one. I guess you guys can't see that, can you? Let's go this way. Then we'll go back. All right, let's start over. All right, I'm going to do a 112. And I've kind of already mentioned this. Definitely the Magna Cut. So $50 right off the top. We're going to do the Magna Cut. Now, just for so that you guys can see the other options, there's a 420 satin blade, an S35 VNC. They went to S35, not the S30. I was right
Yeah.
about that. Then you got your Magna Cut, and then you got your 420 mirror polish blade, which, sorry, not interested in that. So we're going to stick with the Magna Cut, and then I'm going to go with brass, so we're going to leave that alone. And the accents, I'm definitely going to get the rivets on this one. Whoops, went down too far. Let's go with rivets. Not going to get finger grooves on this one, but we were going to go with the desert iron wood. Boom.
Oh yeah.
Now that one's a $50 upgrade, like the Buffalo. Well, that was 47, close enough.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna get the same leather sheath. I cannot say that tonight.
They don't
Leather
have the
sheath brown.
distressed leather.
Oh, they got rid of it, huh? That's
On the
changed.
112 they did.
Huh. Well, I think these were still showing up with that sheath. So anyway, if it's just a regular leather brown, I'm all right with that too. I don't have one of those, so we'll get that one. And that's not an extra charge, is it? Same,
No.
yeah, that's free. So maybe they ran out. 195 for that, plus free shipping and tax. So tax, you're looking at like 8.5% here, or 8.25
Yeah.
where I'm at. So it's a nice hefty little chunk on top of it. Not quite another $20. So maybe about 16, 17 more dollars. So yeah, not bad. That's a quality knife you're gonna get there though.
Oh
For
yeah.
195, liking that design. What do you think of that one? All right.
Uh, if it's the one that you showed, and I guess well you've seen one in person similar to that. I think it was
Yeah.
a yeah.
If anything, if it comes out as nice as that, right, it's got to be good.
Oh yeah.
Tiger says it's very shiny, very shiny.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to the girls. Let's look at some girls here.
Yeah.
All right, let's get these girls up here. Do their job, modeling. Not right.
Yeah.
All right, I got to move her over here. Unfortunately, dang it. Why is this thing such a pain? All right, let's go here. There we go. Get your hot dogs ready.
Yeah.
Now, what was your concept here?
That was still the 50s theme barbecue,
Mm-hmm.
but I wanted her using the knife, like stabbing hot dogs to either pick them up. Oh, yep, yep. She knows what she's doing.
Wait, no teeth.
She's hungry.
This one too, huh?
Now
Having a
this one,
soda. Yeah.
oh yeah, when you go to the arcade back in the 80s, you get thirsty.
Yeah. You do
Yeah,
get thirsty. Yeah, I
yeah.
agree.
She's a fan of yours too. Look at the jacket.
Yeah. TK. All of them
Yeah,
love the TK.
yeah.
You need to make you a logo so you can put them on there with yours. The absolute unit
Uh,
logo.
I see what I can do.
Now, see, next time we do this, we need to make them more widescreen like this so they fit better. They just
Yeah.
format better on the screen. Even if we have to edit them a little bit. But this one's at the carnival, and she won a prize. She won a knife. Who's up? Oh, this girl's here at the arcade. I don't know what the heck she's carrying. That looks like a fictitious knife.
That looks like a finch, as ugly as it is.
Oh, well, tech, if that's the case. I mean,
Tony
our
would
red,
like it, but he likes
yeah,
ugly knives.
our old Blades and Wells would love the old Finch knife, wouldn't
Yeah, short and
he? Yeah.
stumpy, just like he is.
Now, what's this? This is one for Andrew, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the. She likes to go fast, really fast.
Okay.
Yeah, on her Kawasaki H2.
It said Kawasexy on one of them. I remember
Yeah,
the
the
fake
AI got
brand.
that wrong.
Kawasexy.
I had to spend a little time working on that one to get it right.
This is one I made. This is
Yeah,
a girl out of Woodstock. 2K Knives and Love. Ridiculous.
she looks a little bit too clean to be at Woodstock.
Yeah, no, she's a little more dirt on you. Muddy over there in Woodstock.
See, this looks like something off of Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah, very.
And then I still don't know what's going on with her outfit merging into her stomach. Like, is she a
Yeah,
shapeshifter or
like her
something?
sides, she's become anthropomorphized in her into her bathing suit.
You see what Andrew said?
When my girl walks in, she will not believe that I'm watching a knife live. Well, there's knives involved. Is she not carrying a knife? Calm down over here. And here's
This,
just a
yep.
lovely young lad.
Now this
Last,
was This was the 90s. This is 90s themed pool party, like
Right.
West Coast pool party.
Okay.
And they got good tasting
That was
knives.
the vibe you were going with the pink flamingo in the background. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's gonna make it to the pink flamingo though. Honestly, they're just looking at knives.
No. What knives?
Oh, all right. There's knives there. What's this one?
This is the disco, like a disco roller rink.
What's that on her butt cheek? TK patch?
Yes, TK patch.
Did this one have? I didn't see any TK logo ness on the last one. Have to go back and find it. It's
Yeah,
like
it was there. Go back and look. It
that's
was
one of
there.
those like search things you
Look
got to
at the
search.
bows.
Oh, I can't see the bow because of the thing at the top. Okay, so that's where it's at.
Yeah, both bows.
Yeah,
You got two of them.
yeah. My view's hidden because of my screen.
Mm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's go back to this so we can see it a little better. Okay, yeah. So the patch on their butt cheek, and I'm guessing there's TK on there somewhere, like on her belt or something.
Yeah, look at her belt.
All right,
It's there. It's kind of hidden, but it's there.
that's kind of neat. Like
This was a Japanese theme, like
cherry blossom and night flies, huh?
yeah, it's like they're Japanese style gardens,
Mm-hmm.
and her in a kimono.
Right. And yeah, this was my favorite, one of my favorite ones, because she's a fan.
I don't think Kathleen is a fan of our pictures.
Oh, she's not. Oh shoot.
Sorry, Kathleen.
Oh well, we'll put some in up next time. How about that?
I'll let you do that.
Right. All right. And then we have more fans.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
What is up with that knife?
I don't know. They're all kind of awkward. It's difficult to do. It's hard to
Well,
make.
like I was saying earlier, AI has a tough time with knives.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't do them very well. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I knew it wasn't going to be a success tonight because of this. I told you pre-stream. It was like people get offended, so I was like, we're just trying to have a good time.
Well, I like how she put men at the very end of her sentence.
Mm, yes.
I can hear the tone and the way
Oh,
she said it now, right now.
man.
All right, what do you expect?
Yeah.
We're men.
Right.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
everybody else is watching is probably enjoying it.
All right. Well, we're up to 16.
Yeah.
That's an improvement over 5. Mm, Yep. All right. So you want to build another knife? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go back.
All right. Let's build another knife. Let's do it this way this time. You see all right over there? Or is that big? Not
Yeah.
big enough.
Yeah, I see fine.
Okay. Just thinking of our audience here. Let's just do this. There we go. Just makes it a little bit easier for them to see.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back. What are you going to start with?
Go scroll down to the 916 Bowie.
916 buoy.
You just passed it right there.
There it is. Ooh, starts out at 256, Chris. This is going to be
Yes, it
pricey.
does. Now go look at this is a critique I have
All
or
right.
criticism
Mm-hmm.
for the price you pay. You
Mm-hmm.
only get 420.
Mm-hmm.
That's an issue.
Yeah.
There could
So
be
you're
better
saying
steels.
Buck needs to put a different blade material for this knife.
Well, we just need another option.
Mm-hmm.
Some people would be fine with the 420. Me, I'm not one of those people.
Okay. So what do you
Yeah.
want to see?
So, since all we got is 420, go with the 420 mirror polished firework.
No, I mean, but what material
Oh,
would you
with
want to
steel.
see? Yeah.
Um, I mean, Magna would be nice, but Magna would be very expensive on a blade that big. So I'm trying. I don't know. I mean, they could do S35 VN. If it's cheaper than Magna, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
If it's about the same price, I'd just say Magna.
Mm-hmm.
Or they could just do what they should have done years ago and got rid of their 420 altogether and just went
Yeah.
to a different steel.
Right.
Something a little better.
Something just a touch better.
Well, it's like, you could go to like AEBL. It's still a budget friendly steel, but it's better than 420.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And Baxter's right. This is going to get expensive real quick.
Yeah. Well, this is why it's a late night show, right?
Yeah.
So get a little more risque sometimes. Yeah. We're keeping
Yeah.
it clean. We're not cursing. We're not swearing. We're not doing anything too bad, are we? Okay.
No.
All right. All right. So what do you want on the one you want then? You want the 420 satin mirror?
No, go to 420 mirror polish file work.
All right. So you're gonna get the file work on
Yes.
it. All right. There you go.
Okay, go to the handle. Let's see what the.
Man, this is gonna be ridiculous.
Oh, it's
Price.
going to be expensive. I've already done this multiple times.
Have you?
Yeah.
All right. Let me
Look.
close this one so we can look up at this one.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, go over to the left.
Right, you mean?
Oh, or right, yeah, excuse me. See, this is what my issue. I don't know if I want the elk with turquoise or if I want the water buffalo with bloody jasper. But for right now, we're gonna go with the water buffalo.
Good choice. I like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Nickel guard. Guess
Well, that's the only choice you got.
I guess they don't really have an option then.
See, I don't understand why they don't have a brass option either.
Well, I think maybe with the water buffalo they require you get the silver one. I don't know.
Mm,
Or if you get a different handle, does it give you a different option
it
for?
might.
Let's try that just to see.
Yeah,
Let's just
go to like ironwood or
okay,
black palm. It don't matter.
and see if that changes your options down here. It does not.
No.
Okay. All right. So back to the Jasper. Or
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Dog says hello.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
No problem. Okay. Got the nickel. And
And that's all you got
okay.
right there.
One
See?
option for that.
Yeah. There you
Don't
go.
want a display case, do you?
No.
Okay. So
No.
that's it. All right.
Yeah. It's 521.
Whoa. Good God.
Yeah. For the price, you would think you'd get better steel and more options.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit much, brother.
Oh
But
yeah.
it is a
Because
big
because
knife.
because really with that,
Hmm.
if they give the brass like a brass guard option, upgraded steel, and a black leather sheath, that would be nice.
Now, do they offer the 916 buoy in a standard option? Like, how much does that cost?
I don't know if they did they have it outside the custom shop. I don't know.
We can check. We can just go back here and see. I don't want buck of the month. Classics. Probably under classics, right?
Possibly.
Okay. All right, so you got the 193. 192, I mean. Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Yeah. That's what I was
So that might be
wondering.
your only way to get it. You don't have any
Yeah.
option. Perhaps. Anybody know off the top of their head? Say something in the chat. I don't think they do.
Yeah. Baxter already he said no only in the custom shop because
Nope.
he's looked too.
Okay. All right. So that's the only way you're going to get it.
Display case comes with better sheath also. Huh? Really?
Does it?
Go scroll down and look at it.
Let's take a look at that.
Oh,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
distressed leather.
With the
Yeah,
tape.
yeah. Well, then we need to upgrade then, don't we?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I mean, now you're really talking.
Now we're talking about it's close $600. Whoa! I
What?
forgot the rest of it.
Oh, yeah. We have to re-add all the stuff back again.
Yeah.
Let's just go back to that. Polish, firework, handle. Yeah, it reset everything. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, you're good.
Go as quick as it can go. It's kind of hard to do it with the stupid keypad.
Yeah, yeah. That's free. So yeah, that's 581.
581. Oof.
Well, see, that's the thing about it. Like, fictional Iceland just said, uh, any buck over 300 rarely gets used. I would use that.
Oh, right. You just
Like
go
if it
ahead
came in
and.
a better steel,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I would use it.
Okay.
But that's just me. I don't mind spending a decent amount of money on a knife and using it. I mean, I carry it. I can sometimes carry a Sabenza and use that as a knife should be.
Yeah. So I guess we've created a problem for Byron. He wasn't able to work. Um,
What? What happened?
Baxter's like, oh my goodness, my woman's coming around. She's not gonna think I'm
Oh,
watching knife show.
eh.
We're creating controversy. So there you go. Welcome El Navajero, EDC. You're welcome, sir. Glad to see you in here.
Yeah, nice to have you.
Nice to have a new person in here, and welcome to the show. We also have I thought I saw someone else new in here that came in. Was it Terry? Yeah, Terry. Mr. Terry, 1931 Leatherworks.
Oh yeah, well he was in here
So,
earlier. We just
oh,
didn't say
was he?
anything.
I
Yeah,
missed it.
I did see him earlier, but we were in the middle of looking at
Okay. Well, good to see you
AI
here.
knives, not women.
And we have Leafy Wiggy in here and Mount St. Cheetos. So hello, Cheeto. And hello,
Howdy,
Leafy.
howdy.
Haven't seen Leafy for a bit. Usually makes it to the Sunday lives, but I haven't seen him in a minute. We have Dave Jonesy
Yeah.
and Dan Harris. How you doing, Dan? Jim Milner. So welcome, guys. Hope you're enjoying the show. Just going through some buck custom shop options and just kind of seeing the prices and what we would throw down. But yeah, that 112 I built, that's going to be a real thing. Like I'm really doing that this
Yeah.
probably December. Hopefully they still have all the same options, available. It would hurt me if the ironwood went away. I would be upset. So hopefully they keep that
I
around for a bit.
I just don't see that going anywhere because it's
Yeah, hopefully
always a
not.
popular choice, no matter where. I mean, what knife you're talking about, generally.
Yeah, well, when I was at Texas Blade Show, that was something that was extremely available. The
Yeah.
desert
See it.
ironwood. Yeah.
And I remember a time when you didn't see it a whole lot,
Mm-hmm.
which when you did see it, it was usually rather expensive. And it
All right.
still can be if you get like the exhibition grade stuff. But that's,
Yeah, that's just it, right? Like you kind of get some choice cuts, and some of them are
yeah.
just a little more plain. And you get the custom cuts; it seems to be a little more expensive. Just kind of the
Yeah.
prime
And
quality stuff.
I guess what makes desert ironwood kind of special, in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
is the fact that it's so stable that once you put it on a knife, it stays where you put it. It doesn't shift over time generally,
Mm-hmm.
and again, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's incredibly dense
Yeah,
wood.
yeah.
For those that don't know, it doesn't even float.
Well, that's the thing
Um,
about it. Even other like exotic woods that are real dense,
mhm.
even over time, some of those will move and shift a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, right. It's just not like the most available knife material. You wouldn't think handle material because I know it grows in the Sonoran Desert, like Arizona, Mexico area,
Yeah, and
and
the trees aren't massive either.
they're not massive and they're not super plentiful. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? They're just
yeah.
it's not like there's a forest in the desert. So I'm
This
kind
is
of blown away by how much of it I saw at Blade Show.
Yeah, this is a very slow growing tree as well. That's why the wood's so dense.
Hmm.
Partly anyway.
All right. Well, let's get into my build here, and then we'll look at a few more of our AI creations. So I'm gonna go with the custom shop 55. Uh,
Okay.
and to kind of complete the theme of the elk thing, I'm going to go with, well, first off, let's get to the blade materials. And they've got the magnet cut option, so I'm going to stick with that.
And they even got a drop point option. What
They
in the
do.
world?
Yeah, they do. So that would be my choice between
Yeah.
the magnet cut satin and satin drop point. Let's look what the drop point looks like. It's pretty sharp. Let's go with that. That's a little different, not your everyday. Sticking with the brass, I'm going to go with the elk because I want to, kind of have that collection of
Yeah.
elk. And so we're going to go with that. And I guess you don't have that. Oh, yeah, there's the accents options. Do you have
Yep.
pin option here? You
Oh, you
Cannot get
can't
the
do the
rivets with the
rivets.
elk, so we're just going with that. Looks rather plain, doesn't it, without
Yeah.
the pins? But it is what it is. Got to stick with that. And we're looking at $205. So yeah, you can see why that's probably not going to be my first knife choice, but I do like it, and eventually do want to get one like that. But
Yeah.
that's going to have to be like a special thing again, like Christmas or something.
No, yeah.
That's just not go out and buy that right now type thing.
What are you talking about? You got all the money in the world. You can do that.
I do not. I'm not the most wealthy human being in the planet. That's for sure.
Yeah, because you won't even upgrade your computer.
Oh, we're going to get into that again. Yeah, my microphone audio interface is broken, so I'm gonna have to replace that. So that's a nice little setback. I have to buy something a little better quality, I think, next time. I
Yeah.
always struggled to have problems with the microphone, so now I'm just using the camera's mic, which is probably not as good. Probably doesn't sound quite as good, does it? But in any case, that's where we're at with that. All right, back to our slideshow. We've got a few more women to embarrass the men in here. Let's You want to go full screen on her? I mean, it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter, does it? A lot of these are just going to be about the same size either way. So we might as well be on the screen with these girls.
I imagine the guys would probably want us off the screen while they're looking at them.
Oh, yeah, they don't. Yeah, that's probably a good point. I hadn't thought of that. No sense
Looking out for
ruining
them. Yeah, looking out for the guys.
ruining the view. Um, yeah, here's our another of our astronaut girls.
And she's got a built-in, uh,
Eight
what
track
is it?
on the back of her neck.
No, not 8 track. That's a Polaroid camera with
Oh,
instant film.
Polaroid camera. That's right.
The instant
Okay.
developing film cameras.
Is she taking a photo of her own rear end?
I don't know. Hope so.
All right, just a couple more to go. Yeah, one of my favorites. The
Yeah.
airline stewardess from the 70s. She's got a selection of knives. See,
What
now
the,
this is prior when, wasn't being, takes me back to the old days when knives wouldn't have been anywhere
yeah.
of an offense on an airline.
Pre yeah, pre 9/11.
That's kind of why I put it in there. I was like, you know
Yeah.
what? I want to go back to
But
the
it's
good old days.
missing one key detail.
What's
The
that?
atmosphere isn't like kind of hazy because back in I think on some planes they
Oh,
could smoke back then on the plane.
yeah, you could smoke. Yeah, yeah, your whole, yeah, you wouldn't be able to see the front of the plane, would you?
Yeah, so I mean each plane ride came with complimentary cancer.
Correct. Carcinogens are
Yeah,
free. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. And but she's got some nice knives there. She got what, like 8 to choose from there. I like
Oh,
that.
I didn't notice the
Oh,
knives.
well, you were probably thought there were just two. But
I was
you're
checking
wrong.
out her pins and stuff on her blouse.
Right. Just there's 8. Doing the
Okay,
math for you.
I appreciate that.
And our final slide, because I only did 17. Maybe next week we'll do more. But
That what?
yeah,
What?
back to this girl again. How did that girl get in there twice? I feel gypped off. I feel
What'd you
gypped off.
do?
I think I repeated her by mistake.
Oh my God.
Yeah. All right, that's no problem. We'll give you a nurse instead. How about that? We can do that. I mean, I'm flexible. Not as flexible as some of these girls, but I'm flexible.
Hmm?
Yeah. I can add stuff on the fly. We had this one. Must have offended a lot of people because I only got like 4 likes on Instagram for that photo.
Yeah.
I thought it was rather nice, but apparently no one liked it. So we'll just uh we'll just share something else, I guess. I don't know what else to do. These people are picky. Try to
You
put on a good program.
can't please
Can't
everybody.
you can't. You can't please everybody. Kathleen's out. She's disgusted. Here's another one of my favorites. Another airline one. There you go. Luxury airliner. She's got a
Oh
knife.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
So
the flight I would take.
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice comfortable seats. There you
Probably got a bed somewhere in there too.
go. Yeah. But we kind of come to the end of our show. We did pretty much everything we wanted to do tonight, and
A
I'm
little bit
glad y'all
shorter than
came.
it has been.
A little bit shorter than normal,
Yeah.
45 minutes. Well, I
Still
appreciate
fun.
everybody pretty coming in here,
Yeah.
but I'm sure you guys are probably ready for bed. Don't want to keep you up if we don't have anything more to tell you or show you. Make
But
sure you're checking out Friday. We have Mikey, Sean, and Matt going to come on. Uh, they're going to do a live Friday at 9:30 their time, so that would make it 3:30 Central Time here.
mm,
So it'd be kind
and
of in the middle
isn't
of the
that
day.
on Mikey's channel?
I'm not sure. You're going to have. I think it might be on Slippy's. I think
Is it?
Slippy's doing this one. So
No.
look over on Slippy's channel. If you don't see him there, look over on Mikey's channel. I think that's where it's going to be broadcast from. But yeah, that's going to be fun. I'll be over there in the chat, and so you guys can meet up with me over there, and we can have a good time. But I appreciate
Cool.
everybody coming in today. Just kind of a slow night, I guess. Uh, really didn't have the live announced until a couple hours
Yeah.
beforehand. So try to do a better job of that next week. Have the show scheduled a little
Yeah.
further in advance so that
Now,
people
are you
can.
going to tell? Are you going to wait to tell who's going to be your guest next week?
I was gonna about to announce that, as a matter of fact.
Well, hurry up.
I wanted to say hello to Groundfog because he's a new
Okay.
one. Hello,
Yeah.
Groundhog. Welcome to the show. Um, Also, thank you again to El Navajero, new guy on the chat, and he says smoking on a plane back in the day. Yeah, it must have been crazy. It was pretty common. It was like being in a bar, you know.
Yeah.
It's a good time. They served, you know, what do you call that? The little mini bottles. So everybody
Oh,
was all lit up. It was a good
yeah.
time. Everybody was nice and relaxed.
A little bit before my time.
Yeah. I flew on one flight in those days before the cigarette thing, as I remember the light. You know, they would put the light on. Cigarettes must be put out. Cigarettes must be because they had that little light, right? Just
Yeah.
like fasten your seatbelt light. Well, they had a cigarette light too.
Yep.
Yeah, back in the day. I'm
Hell,
old enough to
pilots were
remember.
drinking too, probably back then.
Uh, I don't think they were supposed to, but they probably were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet they were. But for everybody who's old like me and remembers smoking on the planes, good night to you guys.
Good
And I
night,
hope next
guys.
week we'll have Kalen on, right? And he has got a heck of a collection. We're going to talk more about Case, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Hopefully, more of the good than anything else. And of course, Chris will be back with us next week as well.
And
So
we'll have
until
more
then,
ladies.
more ladies. We're going to do more AI. We're going to have some more fun with that. Widescreen this time, so we can fit the
Yeah.
screen. I'm going to have to work on that a little bit. But I do miss those days. You're all right, Byron. I just, it's a day gone. It's a bygone era, right? It's just something we'll probably never see again. But for everyone who's nostalgic like me for the '80s, this is the channel for you. I'm telling you, because I'm right there with you. And we're gonna teach Chris what that nostalgia was all about.
Oh,
He
I was
knows a little
born in
bit.
the 80s.
He knows a little bit about it, but not. He was a little
I
baby.
caught the last half of the 80s.
You were still dumping your diapers back
I
in the
still
'80s.
caught it.
You caught it a little bit, a little bit.
I mean, I was like 5 years old and a full
You,
grown
you
man.
didn't catch any of the '70s, so yeah,
Yeah, I
you
can't
missed
do the
out on that
70s.
decade. Yeah, but you caught in. You got in there in time for cocaine.
Yeah.
So congrats. Take a little bump before the next show,
Yeah.
please, so you're a little more lively.
Oh,
Actually,
lively.
you were really good tonight. I just want to say you were really good tonight. I was worried you might be too tired. That
No,
it was
I'm
it
good
was
tonight.
me that was more tired than you. But yeah. All right, boys. Say your goodbyes. Anything final, Chris?
Um, well, we just got a request from Andrew, Tiger Girl, please.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna work on that
Oh,
for you.
okay. We can work on that.
But yeah,
Make sure you keep the significant other occupied for next week's show because it's going to be more of the same.
Yeah.
And to Kathleen, sorry if we offended you. We're men. We like those sort of things.
Well,
It's
we
just
didn't mean to. We didn't do it to offend.
no, no, we didn't. We just
If we did, you'd know it.
did it to enjoy it. That's all
Yeah.
there was to it. That's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. More of the same next week
Oh
with
yeah.
Kate. With Caitlin. We'll see you then. Take care, guys.
Y'all have
Good
a good
night.
one.